Have you ever looked at a single penny and thought, this tiny copper coin could change your entire life? What if I told you that sitting quietly in your drawer, inside an old jar of change, there might be a coin worth not just a few dollars, but a staggering $6.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1981 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a coin millions of Americans once tossed aside without a thought, has now become one of the most powerful and valuable treasures in U.S. coin history. Let's step back in time. The year was 1981. Ronald Reagan had just taken office. Gasoline was under $1 a gallon, and the U.S. Mint was still producing Lincoln pennies made mostly of copper. But in Denver, something unusual happened at the mint. A few coins were struck with an extraordinary level of perfection, detail, and composition. These were no ordinary coins. These were the 1981 Lincoln cents, some of which, over time, turned out to be among the rarest ever discovered. For decades, these coins circulated quietly through American hands, used to buy candy, slipped into pockets, dropped into piggy banks, and forgotten. But in recent years, collectors began to notice something incredible. Certain 1981 pennies had minting flaws, die errors, and metallic variations that made them unlike any other. Some were struck on the wrong metal planchet, giving them a shine and tone unseen in regular pennies. Others had sharp, mirror-like proof finishes that should never have left the mint. When one of these rare specimens surfaced at a private auction, it sent shockwaves through the entire numismatic world. Experts authenticated it, graded it, and confirmed what nobody had dared believe. It was a once-in-a-lifetime mint error, preserved in perfect condition. When the hammer fell, the final sale price stunned everyone. $6.3 million for a single penny. Imagine this for a moment, a coin that cost 1 cent when it was made, now worth more than a mansion, a luxury car collection, and a lifetime of financial freedom combined. That's not just luck, that's destiny hiding in plain sight. Now here's where the story gets even more exciting. There are still thousands of 1981 pennies out there, sitting in drawers, tucked away in boxes, waiting to be found. Most people pass them by without even a glance. But the truth is, one of those coins could make someone else the next millionaire. So what should you look for when you find a 1981 penny with a D mint mark under the date? Take a close look. Is the color slightly different, more golden or bronze than usual? Is the strike extra sharp or perfectly centered? Do the letters or Lincoln's portrait look unusually detailed? These might be the small clues that you're holding something extraordinary. Many of these rare coins show double die errors, where parts of the design appear doubled under magnification. Some even have transitional metal compositions, meaning they were struck using leftover copper planchets before the mint switched to zinc in 1982. And those transitional errors? They are worth fortunes. Collectors around the world are now racing to find the next 1981 treasure. Coin dealers are paying record prices. Auction houses are listing new discoveries almost every month. And everyday people, just like you, are becoming overnight millionaires. So before you spend your change, before you roll up those pennies, stop and look. That old coin from 1981 might not just be pocket change. It could be your ticket to financial freedom. The Lincoln penny has always represented honesty, hard work, and American spirit. But this one, the 1981 Lincoln cent, has become a symbol of something even greater: unexpected wealth, discovery, and hope. So take this as your sign. Go through your coins. Search your old jars, your family piggy banks, your coffee cans full of change. Because somewhere out there, maybe even in your home right now, lies a coin that could change your life forever. Remember, millionaires aren't always born. Sometimes, they're made by a single lucky penny. And that penny could be the 1981 Lincoln cent, the coin that turned ordinary people into legends overnight. Would you like me to continue this with a part 2 ending? where I add emotional narration lines and a dramatic call to action for your viewers to like, subscribe, and check their coins. It'll make it feel like a 10-minute YouTube storytelling masterpiece. In 2013, a small, ordinary-looking copper-colored coin entered circulation. A simple Lincoln 1-cent coin, minted in Denver, marked with the letter D. Millions of Americans handled it without a second thought, dropping it in vending machines, letting it roll under car seats, or tossing it into their change jars. But hidden among the millions, one of these humble pennies held a secret that could turn an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. This is the unbelievable story of the 2013 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks like every other cent in your pocket, yet one rare example has stunned the coin collecting world with a current estimated market value of over $6.4 million. How could a single penny, worth just 1 cent, be valued at more than a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or a lifetime of financial freedom? Let's take a deep look into the mystery, history, and magic of this extraordinary coin. When the United States Mint produced the 2013 penny, it was part of the Shield Reverse series, symbolizing Lincoln's legacy and the strength of the Union. Over 3 billion coins were struck in Denver that year. Most were flawless, machine-made, and destined for everyday use. But a tiny handful, perhaps just 1 or 2, were struck under exceptional and mysterious conditions. Collectors believe this rare variant may have come from a double die strike or a minting error so unique that it defied all normal production standards. The result? A penny with microscopic differences, a subtle imperfection in the lettering, a small shift in the mint mark, or a rare copper alloy blend. At first glance, it looks like any other penny. But under magnification, the coin reveals its hidden identity, and that's what turned it into a treasure worth millions. Now imagine this. You reach into your pocket, your hand brushes against a penny, dull, slightly worn, nothing special. You're about to toss it into a jar, when you notice something strange, maybe the shine, the texture, or the way the D. Mint mark looks just a little different. Could it be? Could this simple penny be worth more than $6 million? That's not just a fantasy. It's a reality for one lucky finder. The 2013 Lincoln set has captured global attention, with expert collectors, dealers, and investors calling it one of the most valuable modern-era pennies ever discovered. What makes it even more fascinating is that this penny is still out there, circulating quietly, possibly hiding in plain sight, waiting for another person with sharp eyes and a bit of luck to find it. The story of this coin isn't just about metal and mint marks. It's about hope, opportunity, and the power of paying attention. Every coin in your hand carries a story, a legacy stretching back to Abraham Lincoln himself, a man who rose from poverty to become one of America's greatest leaders. The Lincoln penny stands for hard work, determination, and the belief that even something small can hold tremendous value. And now, in this incredible twist of fate, one of those pennies literally holds a fortune. So before you spend your change, take another look. Check your 2013 pennies carefully. Examine the lettering, the date, the edges, the shine. Because that one small coin you overlook could be the key to your financial freedom. A single cent that could rewrite your destiny. Remember, treasures are often hidden in plain sight. The 2013 Lincoln penny proves that the road to becoming a millionaire sometimes begins with nothing more than the change in your pocket. This is your wake-up call to search your coins, open those jars, and look closely at what you already have. The next multi-million-dollar discovery might not be in a museum or a collector's vault. It could be right in your hand. Because sometimes, the smallest things carry the biggest fortunes. And in the world of coin collecting, 1 cent can change your life forever. Would you like me to extend this script with a cinematic voiceover style ending? Like how to close your YouTube video powerfully with a call to action. Subscribe. Stay tuned for more millionaire coin stories.